Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving middle school advice for upcoming middle schoolers for the 2026 to 2027 school year. So before we get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video to a friend so they can come show some love and support. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be splitting this up into two categories and then some extra tips, and I'm going to give a little brief overview of how my 6th grade year was. Like, kind of give like a expectation to the new people coming up, but obviously your year won't be anything like mine, or it might be similar to mine. It just depends on which path you take when you start school. So my first category is hallways/schoolwork. I put them together because they're both kind of like the learning environment, if you want to be technical. But my first point is basically the most important point for any new upcoming middle schoolers. Please learn how to unlock a lock before you start school. Now let's go ahead and get you a lock, a master lock. It doesn't even have to be the lock that your school gives you, because some don't give them till you go to open house or orientation. But get a master lock, learn the code, and learn how to open it. Not learn the digits. Well, obviously you're going to need to learn the digits, but you need to learn how to open it first. I probably could tell y'all how to open it right now without having a lock, but you go one full turn, put your first number, then go to the right, past the second number, then go to the second number, then go backwards to the next number, if that makes sense. But they'll give you instructions, but you please go get a master lock off of Amazon, Walmart, Target, and learn how to open a lock, because it's going to take up so much of your time in the hallway. And at my school, we only had 5 minutes to switch class when I was in sixth grade. So make sure that you know how to do it quickly and get it done if you're using a locker. In 6th grade, I did use my locker only for my 2 books and my lunchbox, but in 7th grade and 8th grade, I didn't use my locker. So it kind of depends. But if you are planning on using a locker and you know your backpack is not going to carry all your books or all your stuff that you're going to need, and you need to learn how to open a locker, because you're going to be wasting time sitting there. Especially on the first day of school, you don't want to be one of those kids who are crouched down in their locker and it's like 10 minutes after the bell ring. No. Learn how to open a lock. That's like the most crucial thing you need to know. Next, go to orientation. I cannot stress this enough. The orientation is going to help you get prepared. You need to go. A lot of people were like, oh no, I don't want to go to open house or orientation. But you need to go so you can look at where classes are at, get a kind of feel for the school, because you are going to a new school. And also make sure that you know where your locker's at, like if it's a big school, which building it's in. If it's not, then like you need to know where it's at still, like the number and how to get there. And it'll just help you a lot. Some teachers also give syllabus out on orientation day / open house day, which can kind of give you like a feel of what they're expecting for your class. So please go to orientation. Don't think you're too cool to go to orientation. You're not. You need it. You need it, trust me. Orientation helped me so much, and it was just like a big thing to kind of get the feel of what your expectations are, because I can give you all the tips and tricks that I know that you can need like as the overall thing, but I can't give you specific things to your school. So always go to orientation and learn how to open a lock. So that's my first 2 points for hallway/schoolwork. My next thing is ask for help. If you need help, ask for help. If that's a teacher, another friend in 6th grade, a 7th grade, an 8th grader, a counselor, anybody, ask for help. If you need help, ask for help. Don't sit there looking stupid. Ask for help so that you can, after you get your help, then okay, you know what's going on now. But you won't know until you ask. And they won't know you need help until you ask. So always ask for help, no matter what it is. Ask for help, especially on these first few weeks of school, because you're going to be getting new and getting a new feel to things. My next point is be mindful. Be so mindful of the stuff that's in your backpack and your locker. Because sometimes you can keep all your stuff in your backpack. Sometimes you can keep all your stuff in your locker. It just depends on how much time you have, and if you can open your locker quickly and make sure that you can get from class to your locker and back and forth. So one thing, when I was in 6th grade, I kept my big books because we had to take our books out of class, and I kept them in my locker, and I kept the rest of my stuff in my backpack, and I kept my lunchbox in my locker. But this 7th grade school year 7th grade / 8th grade school year that I just finished, I kept all my stuff in my backpack. So it just kind of depends what person you are. If you know that you're going to have books, learn how to open a lock, obviously, and also kind of like plan out what's going in your backpack in your locker. Because sometimes you don't have to go to your locker at all. You can keep all the stuff in your backpack, but that might be a stress on your back if you have to have big books. So it kind of just depends on what supplies you have. My next point is go straight to class after getting your stuff. Don't go around and go to see your friend by the stairs, go to the bathroom to go on your phone, walk around, go to another classroom. After you get your stuff from your locker, please go straight to class, because they don't give you that much time. And since I don't know if some schools might have 5th grade give them lockers, but if you don't know how to open a locker or it takes you a little quick minute, then you need to go straight to class after you get your stuff. Don't be trying to wait in the hallways for your friends. Go straight to class, because you might think that you have, I got 3 minutes, but you really have 1. Because a lot of schools don't give warning bells, but my school had a warning bell. It was a 1-minute warning bell, and it got me there. And like every time I heard the 1-minute warning bell, I was running. So always make sure that you are kind of mindful of what you're doing after you get your stuff. What's your next plan after you close your locker? Which should always be go straight to class. So splitting this category, which was hallway/schoolwork, I'm now getting into the schoolwork segment. So the first thing is obviously do not procrastinate. When you get that homework, get it complete. When you find out about that project, buy the supplies. When you hear about that test or quiz, study. Do not procrastinate on anything. It's only going to help you get farther in the long run if you do it when it's assigned. So my biggest thing was probably as soon as I got my work, I did it, or I put it somewhere where I'll see it. So I'll put it up in my room. I'll put it out in the open on my desk. I'll put it on my bed. So I knew to do it. And it just helps, because you don't want to be having work assigned on a Friday and then you don't do, if you do it on Friday, okay, you have the whole weekend, but you ain't do it on Sunday. Now you're up late trying to get done to turn it on Monday. So don't procrastinate. Just get the work done whenever it's assigned to you. My next point is ask questions. Same thing as ask for help, but when I'm saying ask questions, I mean like if you do not know something, ask your teacher for help. Ask that friend for help. Ask whoever you need for help. Like ask questions all the time. I cannot stress that enough, because if you're kind of iffy on a question, or you might know the answer but you're not really sure, ask the question. It's going to help you, because once you know it, then you won't have to ask again. Just ask questions. Asking questions, not even on just schoolwork. It could be on like where your next class is, like how to get to this class, like, kind of stuff like that. How much time do we have? Let's ask questions all the time. It might seem like you're being annoying, but trust me, you're not. Asking questions is the biggest thing that I can tell you to do, because the only way that you'll learn is by asking questions. My next point is check your grades. So always check your grades. Like whenever you go to school, I think they're going to give you, they might give you like, actually, I don't know, because some elementaries have student ID numbers, but I don't really know. I didn't have a student ID number when I was in elementary school, but whenever you go to school, they're going to give you an ID number, and they'll give you a password, and that'll help you get into your portal. And always, always, always check your grades, especially if you're absent. So that next into my next point, absent days. Whenever you're absent, make sure to email your teacher or ask a friend, hey, what do we do today? Or when can I pick up the schoolwork that I missed? Because absence whenever you get an absent grade, it's either going to be a 0 or the teacher's going to put it in no grade. So if it's a 0, it'll affect your grade and make it go down. But if it's a no grade, you won't notice that the grade is down unless you click on the actual grade as a whole. So like let's say you have a no grade and then you don't do it because you forget about it, and now it's time for the quarter to end and you automatically get a 0 because you never finished in that no grade. So always check your assignments, or check your grades and assignments, and also absent days. So when you have absent day, make sure whenever you go back to school that you're picking up that work that you missed. My next point is stay organized. Always stay organized. That means cleaning out your backpack every weekend, cleaning out your folders maybe every 2 to 3 days if you get assigned a lot of work, and keeping pencils and pens in your backpack. And also, if you're using your locker, please keep your locker organized. That is so disgusting to just like have everything in your locker. Keep it organized. And it might be good to get a shelf. I had a shelf when I was in 6th grade in my locker, and I decorated some cute things and stuff. But please always make sure that you're keeping yourself organized, because that'll keep you a clean mindset with all the work that you're going to have to be doing. My next point is plan work. Whenever plan work is saying that teachers are not going to sit down at a meeting and discuss, oh, well, I can't give work that day because you're giving work that day. They're going to assign work on the same days. They are going to assign due dates on the same dates. You need to make sure that you're always planning your work. So whenever you get a homework assignment, you could write down a planner or calendar. When should I do this? Or how should I do this? And always make sure that you're looking at your test days. So if, let's say, they tell you Wednesday you have a test on Friday, that means Wednesday night, Thursday night, you need to be studying, because if you forget about it, okay, now it's Thursday night and all you have is no notes or nothing. So always make sure that you're planning your work and studying for your stuff in advance, so you don't be trying to trip over yourself when it's time to take the test or turn in the assignment. And this kind of goes with schoolwork, but always make sure that you're reading your syllabus fully when you get it on the first day of school. So the syllabus will give you expectations for the classroom and supplies that you need. Make sure you're reading all that stuff and going over it with your parent as well, and making sure that you have all the supplies on the list. And obviously be respectful in the classroom area and classroom workspace. You should always be respectful no matter what, because not even just the teachers but also students, because you don't want to be disturbing someone. Like, being respectful is not just being kind and having manners, it's also respecting people's privacy or their space or their how they learn. You need to respect all that, especially in the learning space, because it could be a lot when everybody's like new to this. So when you first get there, everybody's new to this. Y'all all coming from elementary. So I feel like being respectful in the classroom can help a lot, because it'll kind of help everybody get a feel for things, because they can't have someone nagging in their ear when they're trying to learn new stuff. My next category is friends and drama. So it's okay to cry. That's going to be my first point. It's okay to cry, because stuff can get overwhelming, especially now that you're in with a new group of people and you're surrounded by much older kids, because before you were the oldest, now you're the youngest. So it could be overwhelming, and it's okay to cry. So if you ever need to talk to someone, if that's an aunt, uncle, mom or dad, guardian, a school counselor, a teacher, always find someone to talk to, or even a friend to confide in. And it's okay to cry, so always remember that. Next point is be kind to everyone. That is so self-explanatory. You should always be kind to everyone, so whenever you need something in return, they can be there for you. Or whenever you need a helping hand or a shoulder to cry on, they can be there for you. So be kind to everyone and be nice to everyone, because no one likes a mean kid or a mean girl or a mean boy. Like, no one likes that. It kind of just like throws off the vibe with everybody's day if someone's constantly being mean. Like, there's a person known as a mean person, so don't be that person. Next is, it's okay to drop people. From people from 5th grade who are now in 6th grade and they're going down bad paths or they're constantly getting in trouble. It's okay to drop people. If they're not necessarily if they're not benefiting you, if they're holding you back or they're holding you down from what you have to do, you can drop them. It's okay to drop people, because people change, especially from one big jump from elementary to middle school. So always be mindful that it's okay to drop people and it's okay to let people go. But you don't have to do it in a rude way. Just make sure that whatever you're getting from this friendship is helping you and not hurting you. Next is stay away from mess. So drama, fights, arguments, screaming, trouble. Stay away from all of that. It's plain as that. Just stay away from it. Next is make new friends. You're going to be coming into middle school with 7th graders and 8th graders, people who are new from different elementary schools. Make new friends, speak to everyone. Hi, how are you? My name is what's your name? And just get to know people, especially in these first few weeks of school. It's going to be good to make a lot of friends because you're meeting a whole bunch of new people. Next is don't trust everyone. I know I just said make now new friends, but don't trust everyone, all your private information in your business. Don't tell everybody everything. No one should know everything but you. Next is don't act older to fit in. So, and you're also surrounded by people that are 14 and 15 years old, and you're just out of elementary, which is the 8th graders. So don't make them, if they're pressuring you to do anything, don't do it, because if they're really your friends, they wouldn't press you into anything or say that you're childish or kiddie because you won't do anything. So don't act older to fit in, because if those people were if they were really your friends, they wouldn't ask you to do stuff that makes you feel uncomfortable. So if it was me, when I was in 8th grade, I only made sure that when I was in 6th grade, I only made sure that I was around 8th graders who were actually my friends and not pressuring me to doing anything or wanting to get me into trouble in any kind of way or doing something that's not really for my age group. So make sure that you're mindful of that. And with 8th graders, they're obviously some are gonna be there to help you, some are gonna be like a big sister or a big brother, but not all of them have good intentions, and they might try to peer pressure you and stuff, which you should never do. Anything that you feel like is not good or not something that you would normally do, don't do it. Okay, so my next point is don't talk about people. Like, it's very easy. Just don't talk about people. Don't talk bad about people. Don't be mean to people. Don't be rude to people. Just, if you have something to say and it's not nice, just don't say it, because talking about people only creates drama and makes it stir even more, and you never want to be the root of the problem, nor even involved with the problem. So just don't talk about people and don't try to cause drama. And if you ever do get in a situation like that, apologize to that person and try to get out of it, because you never want to be in a predicament where you feel like you're the bully in the situation, because you shouldn't be in the situation anyways. Next is ignore people with bad intentions. So if there's anybody coming up to you, asking you to do stuff that you know is not right, or there's people who's trying to get you in trouble in school or out of school, ignore them. Anybody with bad intentions, ignore them. Next is don't change yourselves for others. So if you know there's something that you wouldn't normally do or you feel uncomfortable with doing, don't change yourself for them. And always, since you're going to middle school, it's going to be a lot of crowds, a lot of different friend groups, older kids, people you never met before. Always stay true to yourself. Just stay true to yourself. Know deep in your heart what you would normally do, what you wouldn't do, what you should be doing, what's right to do, and how you normally carry yourself and do stuff. Always stay true to yourself. Do not change for anybody or anything that you know is not right. My next category is extra tips. So make sure that you have an emergency kit, because if you haven't already got your cycle, it will be coming in middle school. So make sure you have an emergency kit with period products, so you're always ready: wipes, deodorant, spray. I'm going to make a separate video with everything from my emergency kit, and then I'll show y'all and I'll post it probably like once more around school time with all my stuff that goes in my emergency kit, if you need any help trying to figure out what should go in yours. So next is stay away from fights. You see a big crowd forming, phones getting pulled out, fight, please walk the other way. Do not go entertain that. I promise you'll see it later. Do not go over there to go entertain it. Next is ignore boys. Just stay away from them. And if you like a boy, then that's cool, but don't let them distract you from what you're at school to do, which is learn and get good grades. And also don't let them get you into any kind of trouble and distract you from what your goals is for the school year. Next is have confidence, but don't be cocky. So that means show that you're confident, you're good about yourself, but don't be bragging about things or being kind of rude to people, showing off yourself, but still be confident. Next is try new things. Do a club, a sport, or activity. You could do band if they have that at your school. In 6th grade, I was like, oh my gosh, never in my life will I do track. I will never do track and field, never. So I tried it 6th grade year, and now it's my favorite sport. And when I get to high school next year, I'm going to be doing track, and I'm so excited. So it helped me and I did other sports. I did every sport. I did basketball, track, cheer. I think I did 3. And then, so I did everything that they had in 6th grade. I signed up for it. Do not be afraid to try new things, because that might be your new thing, your new sport, and then you'll do all the way to when you're a senior. So always try out new things, and don't be afraid to try new things. So my last point, which is don't let other people dim your light. You're going around people with all different kind of journeys, all different paths. Do not let no one dim your light. You have to stay strong, especially in middle school, because some people, they might be rude to you for no reason, just because they feel like it. Do not let no one dim your light or ruin your mood. You should always be jolly. If you know you're a jolly person, stay that way. Do not let anything get in the way from being who you truly are and in your soul, because people will try to do it just to get a reaction out of you. Ignore them and just keep shining. Okay, to end off the video, I just want to say that my 6th grade year was my prime and my downfall at the same time, because I had a glow up from 5th grade to 6th grade year, but I was also getting straight A's. I wasn't involved with a lot of drama with a lot of different girls, a lot of different people. That's actually why I left my old school, just to get away from that. And ever since I left, I've been way more focused. So I just want to make sure that you have an amazing school year, and I'm so excited for you. I'm so proud of you for becoming a middle schooler, and I hope you have the best year ever, and I hope that this video helped a lot. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video to a friend so they can come show some love and support. See y'all in the next one. Bye.